All right, everyone, here we go. We're going to do one of the multiplication things that I absolutely love. And let me show you what it is. So the focus today is multiplying by multiples of 10. Oh my gosh, 10's numbers. If you don't love them yet, you should love them. And if you're like, I don't, well, change your attitude because multiples of 10s are lovely and we're going to see why. So what are some multiples of 10? Go ahead, pause the video and take 30 seconds and write down as many of them as you can. Maybe only 10 seconds. Like write them out. Okay, what are some multiples of 10? What are they? Okay, because I'm going to keep going. If you said 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, you'd be right. Multiples of 10 do go beyond 100, but we're going to look at ones that are less than 100. Okay, like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. All right, so let's check out some of that. So you guys are going to have this handout that says, that's going to help you explore this. We're going to explore the factor of 6. All right, with multiples of 10. So here's what we need to do. We need to label the dimensions and area of the rectangle on each grid that you're looking at. And then you're going to write a multiplication equation to match it. So let's try this out. Here's the first one. All right, here is an array, a tiled array, and I need to label the dimensions. Say that word out loud, dimensions, because you tend to not say it much, okay? So we need to say it in math. We need to practice those words. Okay, so what is this dimension? Well, it's a dimension of 10. Hey, that's a multiple of 10. We love that number. Okay, now I need the other dimension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah. Haha, we're exploring 6. That's our factor of 6 right there. So there's our dimension. So now we need to find the area of this array, this rectangle. And how do we find the area? Well, we could count every square, or hey, we've worked with area. Now we know we can just multiply our 2 dimensions. Okay, so I end up with how many total? Well, 6 times 10, I'm going to write it off to the side. 6 times 10 is the lovely, we have that multiple of 10. We have a 10, a power of 10. It's going to be not just 6, but 6 tenths, which is 60. Okay? All right, so I could put a 60 right here in the middle too. So let's go to the next one. Oh man, what happened to the picture? What dimension changed? So now I still have my factor of 6, but my other factor, my other dimension is now not 10, now it's 20. Oh man. So now to find this entire area, I'm gonna have to do 6 times 20. So now what are we at? We knew this chunk was 60, so now I know this other chunk is also 60, or how many total 10s do I have? Oh my gosh. Go ahead, write down your thoughts there and finish up this paper together. Work through it, explore the factor of 6, all right? And come back to me when you guys are done, because I'm going to keep going. All right, now, based on what you just did exploring 6, this is actually what you should have gotten. So on that first one, we had these as a dimension. 6 times 10 is 60. But now I'm going to say this. Well, 6 times 1 is 6. So 6 times 10 is 60. All right, then the next one. Look at what I did here. 6 times 2 is 12. So then I can say 6 times 20 is 120. But do you see that? The 12 exists in my answer to 6 times 20. Isn't that cool? Okay, let's look at the next one. 6 times 3 is 18. So 6 times 30, do you see the 18 in there? Oh yeah, and we have a multiple of 10. So I get to just put that 0 at the end. Isn't that amazing? 6 times 4 is 24. So 6 times 40 is not just 24, but 24 tens, which would be 240. Boom. Okay, what about 6 times 5? Let's keep going with it. Okay, let's try this. Try to write it out with me. 6 times 5, well, that's 30. So what is 6 times 50 gonna be? Not just 30, right? It's gonna be 30 tens looking at you. 30 of them. And if you count by tens 30 times, you're not gonna end at 30. You're gonna be at 300. So we can really think of 6 times 50 as 6 times 5. But then since this is a tens number, I'd have to take 6 times 5, which is 30, and multiply that thing by 10 because it's a tens number. Okay, I want you to keep that going. 6 times 6, 6 times 60, go to 6 times 7. I want you to go all the way down with your class to 6 times 10, my last one on there, okay? And figure out all those problems. And when you're done with that, come back to me, because I have one more thing. So your final activity, you're going to be given a paper that looks very similar to the Explore 6. But now I want you to choose another factor that's not 6. And yeah, let's say you choose 4. Okay, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to do the same thing. Oh, that's a 4 by 10. And that is equal to what? That's this rectangle right here. Okay, 4D or 4 tens. And then I'm going to go down and say, okay, well, my factor's still going to be 4. But now I have 4 times 20. And you're going to show and prove that your answer is, all right? Good luck. Go forth and multiply by multiples of 10.